Yo, what's up, guys? Higer Hybrid. A bit off our normal topic today. You know, something strange happened to me yesterday, but you know, it's karma for a second. Just karma. One time, a long time ago, I lost my wallet. Okay, and I lost it because I was busy. When I was busy with kids, I have 5 kids, guys. Okay, and it is not a simple task to go to the store, to go clothes shopping, to do the normal things that a parent would need to do every day to have a functioning household. So that said, parents they lead a busy life, and it's difficult. It's probably one of the most difficult things that I've ever done in my life is to be a parent, to the best degree, the best parent that I can be. Be there for your kids, and that responsibility comes with a lot of just a lot of time. A lot of time consumption. And you end up making mistakes through the day. Leaving this here, forgetting that. We're always worrying about the bigger things and forgetting a lot of the smaller things. So, needless to say, one time I lost my wallet. Okay, so I had my kids' clothes money in there, like shopping money. It was basically like time back to school. Around the time we are in right now, I had mortgage money in there. There was a few grand in there. Okay, it wasn't. It was basically bill money. All the money that I needed at that point to do what I had to do. So, um, I lost my wallet. Nobody returned my wallet. Nobody returned my wallet. They took my wallet. Okay, uh, which I thought was messed up. It was never returned to me. So karma. Yesterday I was working. I get off this roof and I'm loading up my tools. Okay, I'm loading up my tools and I'm putting one last thing in the truck. And I looked. I don't know what it was. Something out of the corner of my eye caught the road, and it was a wallet. And I was like, "What are the chances of this?" So surely there's not going to be any money in it, right? You kind of look at it like, whoa, you found like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow or something, but that's not it. Immediately I picked it up. I was like hoping it didn't have no money in it. I didn't want to have to deal with any of this, so I picked it up and went over to the guy's house. Nobody answers. It's got money in it. Here's the wallet. Actually, I'm on my way to his house right now. So this is the wallet that was in the middle of the road. Okay, and after talking to his uh his family, somebody called me because I left my business card on his door. Okay, it says found wallet. So um, after I think it was his niece or his aunt or something like that, they called me. He never called me. The guy never called me. She was crying, distraught, saying that they had spent all night, all day looking for the wallet. Well, of course, I'd already left the area, and this particular area was not the best area. You just cannot leave. There's no way that you could leave something in good conscience to know that it's going to be there for the person intended to. There's no way. There's too many people around there, and there's basically nowhere to leave it. There would have been no way. So I just said to myself, I had to come back to this particular residence in this area the following day because I ordered parts. So I go to this. So I go to this house. Nobody answers. I didn't want to take it with me. I got it with me. I left my business card. They end up calling me. This girl is so nice. She goes to tell me the story about how they had. I mean, this you would assume that the money in here is like, oh, it's like a meal ticket, like easy money. But when the girl called me, when she found my card inside I didn't leave it at the door. I left it in the mailbox. So they must have gotten it today when they picked up the mail. She saw the card. But she was crying and distraught and so worried about the wallet, talking about the money is for rent, that the girl is, they had somebody in the house had a stroke, and the only reason that the gentleman lost the wallet was because he has somebody is disabled and they're in a wheelchair, so he has to put them in and out of the car. It was a difficult story, but it is a normal story. This is the days of our lives. This is, you know, so don't always assume that just because you find money that it's all good. Typically that money is for a very good reason to be had in a wallet. So I feel obligated to kind of do right by somebody doing me wrong years ago when I never got my wallet back. In fact, I had to cancel all my cards, my driver's license, everything. It was a nightmare. It was really a nightmare. I didn't even really care about the money so much as it was just like all the stuff that went into to getting my ID back, to getting my everything, my social security card back, my credit cards. It was, thank God they didn't mess with the credit cards. But there's a guy on the corner playing guitar right there. So life is not easy. I feel bad. I feel bad that somebody didn't give me my wallet, man. Like but karma's karma, and that's just the thing. She was like, she tried to offer me money from in the wallet. I don't want no money. I just want to give you guys wallet back. And they didn't even have no transportation, man. They didn't have a transport. I told them where I was located, and they were like, yeah, they can't get over there. I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to be over there swapping out parts for a particular, customer in the area, so I can drop it off. So I'll swing by, before I go over there. And but she wants me to sit down and like have dinner. She made some hot sauce for me. It's just a stroke of good luck. Don't forget that. Karma and fate are things not taken lightly. Do unto others what you want done to you. So it's hearing this girl's story was kind of sad, but it's also kind of relieved at the same time, because when you open the wallet, you're like, oh yeah, money. But come on, man, it's not like that. So I found this to be like an interesting story, because the day is not over yet. I have to go drop this stuff off right now. I have to go meet this lady, and her niece or her aunt is disabled, and he left it on top of a car because he was loading his disabled and in and out of the car with a wheelchair. And he got busy. That's just how parenting is. That's busy. You lead a busy life. You know what I mean? Whew. So it was a little tearjerker to hear the story, but that's just the start of it. But guys, if you find something that doesn't belong to you, go out of your way to hand it to those individuals personally. At least if it's in like an amusement park, you find a wallet, obviously you're not going to find them. You know what I mean? You're not going to fly to Pennsylvania from LA to go give them their wallet. You're going to have to leave it right there with security. But just good luck, good karma, and I'm just glad to be able to return this person's property without them having to go through any more heartache than they've already had to endure with their personal life, and trying to go ahead and like reclaim all the stuff that they assumed that they had lost through losing a wallet. So it's good. It feels good to kind of go and give these people their stuff back. So all right, guys, Higer Hybrid, off topic today, but I thought I might want to say something a little different on the channel. Just do good. Always try and do good. I always try and teach my kids to do good. My kid jumped in the car and he was like, yo, Dad, what's this? Yo, there's money. And I'm like, Jay's, my son. I was like, man, that's not our money. That's not my wallet. That's not my ID. That's not my ID in there. This guy's got a picture of his son at like Knott's Berry Farm. And I remember those days, taking your kid to Knott's Berry Farm and theme parks, and you have those special moments. Your life is kind of locked away in your wallet. You're a hardworking man. You got photos of your family in your wallet, and that means the world to you, is to be able to take care of your family and carry around pictures in your wallet. It just kind of hit a soft spot. So But I teach my kids to do good, and this is an example of the future. I know a lot of parents. Personally, I know a lot of parents that would just be like, "Man, take that motherfucking wallet." No, absolutely not. That is the wrong way to go about, you know, teaching kids, right from wrong. I absolutely see parents do things, a lot of things like that. They just don't care. It's just messed up, man. But it's not like it's their fault. Their parents kind of raised them the same way, with that same mentality. I didn't have the best childhood growing up, but I always said to myself, growing up, I was smart enough to realize the situation I was in when I was young. And I think a lot of kids growing up these days, they don't, I don't want to say smart enough. They don't stop to think how they have it versus other kids. So, I think when I was growing up, it was a different story to be able to look at where I was, and then I see where the other kids were, and I realized I didn't have it. I didn't have it good. I did not have it good, guys. There was times when I was eating dinner. I was eating dinner as a kid. I was super happy to have. It was like a treat, like top ramen, hot dogs and macaroni mixed together, chopped up hot dogs and macaroni. There was a time when I remember things were really bad. Now we're talking about the 80s, and those were kind of hard times coming through the mid 80s. Looking back on all the the economics and political stuff that was happening back then. At the time, I was just a kid. I didn't understand it. Like I said, I was happy to get hot dogs and macaroni. But I remember a few specific times where I was eating bread, butter, and sugar for dinner, guys. Okay? And I just remember to myself, like, I was thankful for that. But I also remember saying to myself when I was young that things are going to be different when I grow up. Now, you can say that. Implementing it is a whole nother story. We're just young. We don't really know how to go about, achieving those goals. You just know that you want something different when you're young. And when you're young, you want a different life, which is where I'm at right now. I'm really good. I've diversified myself in life. Looking at where I came from and where I'm at right now, I can honestly say that things are good, a lot better. Like, my family's a lot better. We're well off. We don't have to worry about anything anymore. So, I have learned enough to get by in life, no matter where I'm at. Okay, no matter where I'm at, I've educated and done enough in life to get by. Oh, look at this jack. There's always one of these jacks trying to cut you off. All right. I'm in traffic right now, driving to the client's house, waiting to drop off a wallet. I know she's got some food for me. I'm really busy. I don't want to feel obligated to sit down and have dinner. She even went out of her way and said she was making some chili, some hot sauce. But, that's just her showing her gratitude, for somebody finding her wallet and actually returning it. You know what? She didn't even ask me about the money yet. I just thought I found it in the middle of the road. She didn't even ask me. So I'm assuming she's assuming that the money isn't even there. I wish I could record this for you, but I'm not going to record this. It would just be imposing on another one's feelings. So, but, to her, I don't know how she feels about it exactly. So we'll see. This is an interesting situation. I found it, it's kind of like a test. Like, hey, there's a wallet right there. What do you do with it? Keep the money and throw the wallet away? Or do you go give it back to the person that actually owns it, that potentially actually needs it for dire circumstances? And that's kind of what this is. So, be the best you guys. All right, Higher Hybrid, I'm out. I got to go do some work. And thought I'd share this little story with you while I'm driving because I'm bored. All right, guys. Much love. Peace. You guys stay blessed. Woo!